I think there's just a ton of gold going on in the Mark Amber Eve love triangle plot line.
Uh-huh.
Um, so we could just jump into that. I do really like the little scene with the Mauler twins in this one. Um,
Me too.
who who I forgot like it kind of in the for a lot of season one, they're pretty regular characters. I feel like in
Hmm.
season two, maybe they you don't see them as often, but I hope they last the whole show.
Me too. I like them. They have such a fun personality.
Yeah.
They're just like
It's
cheeky.
just like just a bit. Their whole thing
Yeah.
is just this bit, and like I feel like that's the whole like foundation of their characters.
Hmm.
Um,
I love that we never know. I feel like they never know and we never know who the original is. Like
yeah,
it's just so fun.
I feel like the original is probably sorry. I feel like the
All
original.
right, I'll head out.
Whew, I feel like the original Mauler is long gone.
Oh yeah, for sure. They've just been like cloning each other
I
back
think
and
they're just yeah all clones
but they
now.
have it down. They have it down to a T.
Mm,
Good
yeah.
for them.
But in this episode, we see, I think, Mauler number one
Hmm.
use Mauler number two as a human shield. Um, and it's almost comical, just like how he just kind of is shot apart as he's defending or as he's blocking the bullets.
Yeah. I think like they are pretty strong individually, but I think what makes them stronger is that there's two of them and that they can like always clone the other one.
Yeah.
Because one of them can't die. It's like duplicate.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder why they've never made more than two of them. Or so far they haven't.
Well, I think that in season two, doesn't the Mauler guy, he's like, because he's like injured or whatever, um, he like declares himself the original, and then
Mhm.
his plan is to just make a bunch of clones,
Oh,
I think.
there's so many episodes, I forget everything.
I'm pretty sure what happens uh is that he gets injured in the Angstrom fight, and
Uh-huh.
then he's like, well, I'm the one left standing, like I'm the original. And so he makes the clone who has the same like memories, and then the clone realizes, oh, this guy was actually in the Angstrom explosion thing, and I was
Hmm.
just born. And so I
Hmm.
think his plan, once he established that he was the original, was to just keep making clones because um just kind of a silly system, but it doesn't seem to work. But then the other Mauler, he like poisons him. He's like, he basically he said something along the lines of like we should like stick to the just the same formula. Like that's it's just best.
Yeah.
Um,
That's so funny. I so much happens in season two. I do not remember that a little bit. But we also don't see a lot of the Mauler twins in
no, we
season
don't.
two, so
There's way more Maulers in the first season.
I hope to see
Um,
more of them in season three.
I bet we will, honestly. But I think robots like watch them, right, on the monitors or something.
Mhm. Yeah, which is
Um,
interesting.
because he's like just a creep.
He's just keeping tabs on everyone. He's just being
And
productive.
tabs.
Nothing sus going on.
Yeah, I feel like Robot, I don't know, like why is he not investigating all the Guardians and the Omni-Man stuff? Like I know he has his own agenda, but he feels so like smart.
What? He is. I think he is.
I don't know. I feel like he should be on like the science team. It's like the
Oh,
science department or something, like the
like he
forensics
shouldn't be a
department.
superhero.
Yeah, like CISO could really use him for just like research or like
He could be
investigative
Donald.
work. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of robots in this
Yeah,
show.
because then like in spoiler alert, but like in scenarios where Donald is put in harm's way, if it was robot, then like maybe the chances of him dying would be less. I don't know. That's a whole thing.
Hmm.
But
Well, it's now that we're talking about it, like it is kind of interesting how Donald is like basically just he keeps getting brought back as like cyborg versions that think they're like Black Mirror, like they think they're like the real Donald.
mhm.
Whereas Robot is this robot who he's really in like this like spoilers for the I guess doesn't come to the episode after this, but he's like this kind of decrepit like baby thing um who ends up cloning like making a clone of Rex as the transfer like to make a new actual like human version. But like I suppose like with Cecil's help, I
He's
don't know.
just
He could have gone the Donald route, I guess, and just been like a robot human.
yeah, but then it would have been less interesting and we wouldn't get the whole monster
Yeah.
plot
Well, I
line.
think he really wants to like be a human. But I guess we'll
Yeah.
talk about that in future episodes. Um,
Yeah.
what was your favorite stuff?
Well, really quickly, just to bring it back to Robot.
Yes, yes.
At one point in this episode, he like talks to Rex about what happened between him and Eve. And I don't remember exactly what he says, but he has like this conversation with Rex where he's like, well, you could have like handled it differently. Like you didn't have to do all that. So like you can see
Right.
there's like he knows like how humans work because he's worked with
Mhm.
them his whole life.
Yeah.
So I could see why he's like, I want to be a human,
Yeah.
especially when Monster Girl comes in.
Yeah.
So,
What a weird relationship.
yeah, very, very interesting. He tries to make it less weird though, and we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you, you had pizza for lunch today, right?
I did.
Are
Yeah.
you sure like you're not Omni-Man? Because after the funeral, he goes, I'm feeling pizza. And I was like,
That line is why what planted the pizza
oh,
idea.
really?
Yeah, I started watching the episode
Oh my
today.
God.
I was like before I got lunch and he was like, I'm feeling pizza. And I was like, man, me too. And so then I got pizza. He probably got way better, like
I was gonna say, are you
very
upset
upscale
that you couldn't
pizza.
like fly to the land of pizza?
Yeah, Pizza
I
Planet.
guess I guess you kind of are in like the land of pizza in a way. Like New York, like they know their
Yeah,
pizza.
I mean you can get it anywhere. I haven't really like branched out yet. I like there's this place like a 5 minute walk and that's the place it's good. But
Hmm.
like I need to like really explore and just find like just the really like greasy like
Yeah. Well, it's nice that you have like a conveniently good place next to you.
yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. Like so, I mean, not that I should just be eating pizza every day, even if it's cheap, but it's damn good. I kind of want to go back, but I don't think I can go back and like twice in one day. See the same dudes.
I'm sure maybe they'll remember you.
I'll
I
think
would
about it.
respect it. Well, let me
Maybe
know.
I'll drag one of my roommates with me and make them buy a slice, and then I'll be like, oh, like we just both want to get pizza.